today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his third year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
To the 33-yard line.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's the 47-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
47-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, here's Hunt. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Steibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
The score, Browns 3, Eagles 0.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Kamara on the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Taki in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there. Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Here's Beckham. Oh, what a move. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. It'll be 3rd down at 5 for them to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Incomplete. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd. I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why. Well, someone's got to be confused. That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. 1st down, Eagles. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 3-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him. Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it. No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. And that will be incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. Ties the game at 3-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it. Yeah, he actually was able to make it work
How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They go with Chubb on second down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back.
What's up, man?
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gets around him, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Odell Beckham on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
26-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Jackson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Miles Sanders, 2nd-year man from Penn State. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Beckham, the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rico Gafford, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Man open, it's Goodwin. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Dancing to his left. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Wentz. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Now a play fake. Wentz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
And an Eagle first down.
So we have reached halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number two. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. In Philadelphia, he's going to hold on to the football.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Baker Mayfield.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Nifty running by Beckham. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 47-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
27 for
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
He's across midfield.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
7-yard attempt.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Hunt. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At his 48-yard.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Rico Gafford, the intended target, and it's third down. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Mayfield.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rico Gafford, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing on first is Wentz. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give them a manageable third down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned second and long into not just a first.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
The pass. Fumble on the
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. The throw right sideline here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 16 on the play. But it's third.
To throw is Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Wentz to throw. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Cybered on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line. So
now Wentz and the Eagles down 24-17. A little under 30 seconds remaining. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. To try again after the pick 6. He's going to let it fly. They got his man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
To throw, Wentz, and he finds Cook, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for